RoadMap.
Would you go to the planet Mars? Maybe. If it's safe, better send your rover first. But what if your rover is not safe? Its electronics could freeze from the extremely cold temperatures. Its solar panels could get obstructed by the fine Martian dust during a dust storm. You are going to need a forecast of the local and global weather so that you can warn your rover if danger is coming. Scientists of the RoadMap project get their Mars news from satellites orbiting the planet, like the European Space Agency's ExoMars Trace Gas Orbiter. However, there are two problems with the data that they receive from ExoMars TGO. The first problem is that the satellite can only use the sunlight reflected from the clouds and surface as information. On Earth, we can directly measure all kinds of things about the atmosphere. For instance, the temperature with a thermometer, or the wind speed with an anemometer. But the satellite is at such a high altitude, it can only look down from afar and watch what is happening to the surface, the clouds, and dust particles. The second problem is that the satellite cannot be everywhere at the same time. Even combining all the data from all the satellites currently in orbit around the planet, they can only give the scientists information about certain places at certain times. How to solve these two problems of interpreting the data from the light correctly and of filling the gaps of what the satellites did not see? The scientists at the Royal Belgian Institute for Space Aeronomy use computer models for this. For Mars, they have developed a global circulation model, or GCM, into which they can feed the satellite data in order to make simulations of the Martian global climate and local weather from the surface up to 150 kilometers altitude. Comparing the model predictions with the observations helps the scientists to improve their understanding of what is happening on Mars. They can already make very accurate predictions of the temperatures, the winds and ice clouds, or even the growth of the polar ice caps. However, one thing remains that none of the computer models can predict: dust storms. These storms are a real danger to your rover and any other Mars missions because they can prevent electronics from getting energy from the sun. One of the main goals for the scientists of the RoadMap project is to work on improving the GCM computer model by feeding it with both satellite data and observations of dust particles in the lab, and get better predictions in the future of local and global dust storms, and keep your rover safe on its journey on Mars.